Hey guys, for this video, I'm gonna mix some drums from scratch for you in real time and just let you see everything and try to explain it as I go. So I've got this song pulled up. It's actually a Bob Dylan cover by Silverstein. I recorded this a long time ago, but it's a fun song. I like how it turned out. Actually, it's funny. I don't really remember where this even got released. Let me look this up. 2012, Chimes of Freedom, Songs of Bob Dylan. Released 2012, bunch of different artists on there. Okay. All right. Well, that's the story behind the song. But I think it's a pretty fun cover here. I'll let you hear the original bit of it.
I'm not here 1,000 miles from my home. Walking a road other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here paupers and peasants and princes and kings. Haywood and Guthrie.
Okay, so that gives you a little taste of the song. You'll hear a lot more of it. So basically what I did here is just brought up this session, and as you can see on my drum tracks over here, I've got nothing on them. Actually, I do have a drum bus with some stuff, so let me get rid of that. Okay, so the drums have absolutely nothing going on. And I'll just leave the bass guitars and vocals kind of as is there and just work on the drums. So let's dive in. Okay, I like to start working on kick and snare. Let me first just gate those, and actually I'm gonna need a gate on snare bottom and toms too, so I'll go ahead and insert that everywhere here. I'm gonna use the silencer plugin, so we'll start with kick. All right, we'll work on the toms later. Actually, the first thing I like to do is get rid of some of the low end from the cymbals. Okay, so that adds a little more focus to my close mics here. All right, so kick drum. By the way, guys, I normally would just import my mix template onto this, and it would kind of automatically put my favorite signal chains and everything onto each track. But I just want you guys to see everything, so I'm just going to roll old school like this. Let's get some compression going. After EQ, 3-to-1, slow attack, fast release. Working on snare now. I'm going to try to do this without any samples, which I think is probably possible with this song. This drummer is really good, plays hard, plays consistently. The source tracks are recorded well. Might not sound exactly like, kind of what a modern record would sound like, but we'll see how far we can get. See how hard that gate is working already. All right, let's bring the output down. Not afraid of clipping a little bit in that plugin. Let's get some saturation. So we got a long way to go still.
Walking around, other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here, paupers and peasants and princes and kings. Hey, Woody Guthrie, I wrote you a song about a funny old bull that's becoming alone. Seems to get his hungry inside.
Okay, let's get some saturation on the kick drum as well. And that needs some more EQ for sure. Now what I'm trying to do with this saturation, this tape head, is kind of provide a ceiling that the transients can kind of softly push against, and it's going to help even out. I'm hitting them pretty hard because, again, not using samples, this is played very consistently, but it's also fast. That with the fast kick drum, you can see it's not all, they're not all hitting at the same strength, right? Which makes sense. And so we want to bring some consistency to those hits, which is going to come from compression and then also saturation. Now this still sounds pretty woofy. Okay, let's get some compression happening on our overheads. Let's check out this snare bottom track. I really like this CLA preset snare bottom. It's a little crazy, but you can back it off a bit. I usually like to boost higher though. This VCA fader here just links together both the snare top and bottom. All right, so kick and snare overhead sounding better already. Let's throw some compression on the drum bus because I want to mix into that a little bit. Cool. Now I'm going to have a parallel bus happening later on, but just want to tickle it a little bit here. Okay, our hi-hat mic, kind of same thing as the overhead, so just want to get rid of that low end and woofiness. Just try to isolate those hi-hats. Okay, let's check out our room tracks. Yeah, so I recorded this in a really, really small live room, and I put up a pair of stereo mics. And there's not really any ambience to that, so I probably won't even use that. Let's check out the hallway mic, though. Yeah, that actually has some ambience. Let's make it sound a little bigger here. Now you can hear kind of a woofiness. Yeah, right around 200. Okay.
Walking a road other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here paupers and peasants and princes and kings. Hey Woody Guthrie, I wrote you a song. But a funny
So it's sounding okay in the mix so far, but I'm kind of losing the kick drum.
walking a road other men have gone down. Here paupers.
Let me see if I can tack on some more saturation at the end there.
Walking a road other men have gone down.
Yeah, that helps. And maybe I'll cut a little bit less.
Walking a road other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here paupers and peasants and princes.
Let's check out the original mix. Now this one. Okay, we're getting pretty close already. I'm gonna skip a little further ahead in the song too.
Hey Woody Guthrie, but I know that you know.
Okay, I'm gonna use a little trick that I've shown on this channel before. I'm just gonna choose a random bus here. Let's say bus 2. Hopefully that's not being used anywhere. We'll make it pre-fader. Now on the hallway track here, again, I really like the tone of that, but it's just like so constant. It's kind of muddying up the drum sound. Now, I do like a little bit of that because it's gluing it all together and it's filling in the gaps and it's making it sound like one cohesive kit rather than individual mics. But really what I want out of that is more snare than cymbal or kick or anything else. So I'm going to send the snare signal over into this gate, and I'm going to trigger the gate with that snare signal so that the gate is going to open up on that room track whenever the snare hits. Okay, so that's the basic idea. Actually, let me fix that. Except I only want to do this a little bit, just a few dB. It's pretty cool. So you can see how much that's actually adding to the kit and gluing it together. All right, let's get some more stuff happening on our drum bus here. I usually like to have some saturation on the drum bus. I love Cranesong Phoenix. And it's funny, for so many years, I never really used the luster mode, but check out how this sounds. Adds so much fatness. I love that. Okay, let's get some parallel compression happening now. Yeah, let's duplicate all of that. Okay, I'm going to send a separate signal to this bus, though. So I'm putting it out, this pair of buses named Drum Comp. So let me set up sends on all of the drum tracks here. And we'll just set them all to 0. So right now I'm only listening to what's coming in on this drum comp bus here. And this one we want to slam. I'm going to send a little less kick to it. And less cymbals, because when you slam it, when you slam the drum bus like this, it makes the kick and snare and tom sound really big and punchy and fat, but it also adds a lot of noise and kind of swirliness to the cymbals. So by sending a separate bus, you can just turn down the cymbals that are going to that track. Like so. I want to keep a little bit of that in there for attitude, but okay, I like that. Now let's pull up Decapitator. Just give it a little bit of drive, extra energy there. Okay, cool. Now, just to end off the chain here, let's put the BSA clipper on. We'll just shave off the peaks a bit. And I'm going to throw that on the main drum bus as well. Let's bring that back. This one I want to just kind of barely clip it all. The parallel I'll clip a little harder. Okay, now let's see what the blend of these two sounds like. Cool. All right, drums are a little loud now, so let's kind of reset that balance for the rest of the song. Backing off a bit of the low end on the snare there. And by the way, guys, if you're trying to be like, what frequencies is he boosting there? Where's he cutting? I actually have a mixing cheat sheet that I made that outlines all of my go-to kind of starting point frequencies when I'm looking at EQing all these different tracks in the mix. You can download that sheet just so you have it. You don't have to feel like you got to like copy it down and write it down or memorize it. Just go download it. It's at the link below or mixcheatsheet.com, and it's got my go-to compression starting points as well. So just wanted to make you aware of that. Hey, Woody Guthrie, but I know that you know all the things that I'm saying and yeah, I'd say I just want to hear a little more of the kick. Hey, Woody Guthrie, but I know that you know. So I'm going to just turn up the kick, but make it a little less clicky when I do that. Hey, Woody Guthrie, but I know that you know. Okay, cool. Now, let's add a little more ambience to our snare drum here. So let's create a new aux. Let's make sure that's going out to my mix bus. All right, what bus can I use here? Let's just do 8182, why not? Let's call it snare plate. And I like the Verb Suite plugin from Slate for my reverbs. And one of my favorite snare reverbs is from the Bricasti M7 unit. Just their snare plate setting. I think it's snare plate B. If I can find that. There it is, snare plate B. Okay. All right, so let's send my snare top and bottom over to that bus. Ah, that kick. It's got kind of a ringiness to it that I'm trying to reduce here. All right, we haven't touched toms at all. Let me just address that quickly. Oh. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's going to need a lot of EQ. Okay, we've cut out some of the upper mid-range honkiness, but there's a lot of low-end mud still. Cool. Yeah, it just needs to be louder, I think. And let's make sure the panning matches going to the parallel bus as it is on the main bus here, roughly. Let's copy these settings over to the rack tom, see how that sounds. Not much rack tom in this song. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Yeah, there's this whole kind of ring out thing at the end. Cool, I think this is in a pretty good place. Let me just check my original mix from like more than 10 years ago. Here it is now. Need more of that kick drum. If we drive it more into the compressor here. That's better. Now I just switched monitors here. There's probably too much low end, like sub in the kick. Yeah, that's the challenge, right? So this is where like leaning on a sample a little bit would really help me with the kick, because on the really fast parts here, a drummer just can't play it as hard, right? So I'm trying to get the attack of the compressor and the top end, like, you know, to cut through the way I want on those parts. But then when we get the hard hits, you know, it's too much. But
I'm leaving tomorrow, but I could leave today. Somewhere down the road someday. The very last thing that I wanna do is to say, I've been in some more traveling dough.
I think I feel pretty good about this, though.
Hey, Wood, you got free, I wrote you a song. About a funny old world that's becoming alone. Seems to get as hungry, as tired, as torn. It looks like it's dying, it's hardly been born. Hey, Wood, you got free, but I know that you know all the things that I'm saying and many times more. I'm out here 1,000 miles from my home, walking a road other men have gone down. I'm seeing your world of people and things. Here, Papa.
So there you go, guys. That, you know, is pretty close to a finished record drum mix. Didn't take too long. Obviously, on a real mix situation, I might spend a little bit longer on this. Might tuck in some samples, even though we don't need too much of it for this track. And I wanted for this video just to show you drum mixing without leaning on samples. Not that I have anything against them. I know I probably moved a little quickly there, but you can always watch this again and really try to pick up on what I was doing with those drums there. But hopefully that helps, guys. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more of a window into, you know, how I would actually mix real drum tracks for a record. Now, I will say before I go that the reason I'm able to get like a pretty good drum sound here without using any samples is because they were recorded well, and they were tuned well, and they were played well by a good drummer. And what you're able to accomplish in the mix is always dependent on the source tracks that you're working with. So I do have another video that you might want to check out next. It's called 4 Dumb Mistakes You're Making When You're Tracking Drums. You can check out that video next right here.